Now, let me show you an example of a parent who does the exact opposite and instead chooses to actually drag their own child on the internet. This is what Amber Portwood had to say about her daughter, LEAH, on TikTok. Take a look, and then we'll come back on the flip side. Continue to leave your messages in the chat. I'm going to be putting them up as the video plays. Okay, you guys? Here goes.
The world would be nicer if I owned up to everything that I've already owned up to. True, though. What are y'all talking about? I'm 34. This has been going on for years. I'm not buzzed. Oh my God. Facts on what? What are you talking about, Ashley McClooney? 4 months no contact with your daughter is crazy. I didn't go 4 months no contact with my daughter. You guys keep on being told that I'm going no contact with my daughter like I'm doing that. No, I was told to stay away. Like, not to stay away, but like all that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that, actually. Like, I want to have my daughter with me. I would love to have my daughter with me. I would love to do mom and daughter things. It's up to her that she doesn't want to be around me at the moment while she's doing therapy. I understand, but she doesn't remember anything, guys. She said it on the show that she didn't remember anything bad and stuff like that, and that the only time that she remembered anything was when she didn't remember anything though. She would watch like clips from online, and she said that's what she hated. So it's not trauma. She doesn't have trauma. Thank God. Guys, not everything is trauma. It's not denial. You can't call that trauma. I didn't beat her. I didn't. She's traumatized about what? Delusional. I'm delusional because I have a brain? No, she's not traumatized because of me. I didn't do anything to her like that. The yelling, yeah, that happened 3 years. Less than 3 years. And that was on and off. It's not trauma. Jesus Lord, guys, stop. It was a couple years of being gone. And then ever since then, I was on her life. What are you talking about? You guys keep forgetting I went to school for this. Y'all, just shut up and quit. Just shut up. It's ridiculous to come on here and like try to relax in between me, like cleaning my freaking house. And you guys are talking about denial and all this shit and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to listen to this stuff. I lived the life. Jesus. Who's traumatized? Who's a victim? Who? Y'all are not my kids. You are not my kids. Like, the day my son wants to tell me I'm not there for him, like, that's what my son will tell me. The day that my daughter wants to say she's pissed off at me because of my past and me being a drug addict and having mental illnesses and going to prison and things like that, then that's what the fuck she's saying right now. Like, get over it. Damn, I had a way worse life than she can imagine. I know more than half of you guys did. You can't sit there and do that with your kids. You cannot sit there and pamper to the point of you've apologized for years and the people are being pushed away from you and you're still apologizing. But it has nothing to do with anything except for the fact that there's stuff being looked at online or things like that from years ago. So quit it. I don't know what you're doing, but like there's a lot of hate on here for no reason. I feel like I don't really know why it's really any of like the negative people on here. Why is it your business? And why are my peoples your business either? And why is my mental health your business? If you don't know who I am, then just move along. Karma from what? You can't have karma, Emily, if you didn't do anything. When you stop doing the negative things. Philosophers, you're not philosophical people. You're not, unless you are, I don't know. Like, you're not, that was beautiful, by the way. Unless you're a writer or a prophet or a poet. I don't want to hear I make fair look like a saint. I think you're pushing that, honey. You need to go sit down. We're going to put you in the corner. Why do I need to go to rehab? Honey, I am completely sober. This is medication. My, literally, mental illness medication. Why would I go to rehab? What am I going to rehab for? I don't drink. I'm not doing any drugs. Like, what am I going to rehab for? I don't understand, guys. Like, you can't, like, what? Like, don't you have to do, like, drugs stuff to go to rehab? Like, I don't know. Denial? Because I'm not. It's denial because what in the hell? No hope. 50%, guys. Wow. Narcissistic. Again, guys, I'm on a show, but I'm 34 now. 34. Use your brains. Stop it. let me be 34 and not keep... It's not mania, darling. I know myself. I'm 34. I don't have mania. It's 2:18 in the afternoon. I was taking a break. All right. So I see everybody who wants to be negative. So I love you, positive people, today. It was amazing. And
so there it was. Once again, shout out to LB for recording that. I am still floored at how dismissive she's been of her daughter's trauma, even like full-blown laughing and saying, get over it. I can't pamper her. Like, she really truly does not care. And I find that to be just, devastating and appalling, right? Like, we have seen what happened, the evolution of her daughter. So her daughter truly, truly did want for her mom to be in her life. She used to cry, beg for her. Remember, she used to follow her to the bathroom when she was dating Matt because Amber left her for Matt. And, she said, I don't know the next time I'm going to see you again. So I just always want to be with you when I'm with you. And so to see her go from that to being cold, not even calling her mom, just saying Amber, and now opening up about seeking therapy and having abandonment issues and everything. And then seeing the person who caused this destruction, this devastation, this trauma, laugh, dismiss it, say to get over it. It's nothing compared to what she went through. She can't coddle this person. Like, that is so, so heartbreaking. And one of the things that Leah talked about in the latest episode of Next Chapter was how these videos on TikTok and stuff are being shared with her, and she has access to them. The clips of the show where Amber was mistreating her father, Gary, and everything. And now this too will make its way to Leah, right? So just the sadness that she's already going through, compounded by her mom going on the internet, telling everyone she's a liar, she's dramatic, she just wants to be coddled. What she's going through is nothing compared to what, Amber went through. Like, that is just, wow. It's so selfish, right? And so Amber says, if my son one day comes, girl, you lost custody of your son too. You are 0 for 2 when it comes to custody of your kids. And it's crazy to me that doesn't open up your eyes to the fact that you did something wrong. That doesn't open up your eyes to the fact that you have harmed your children. For you as a mother to lose custody of your children, something truly has to be wrong, for any parent, especially, but especially as a mother, that is huge, right? And when children go through something like that, that is a trauma. So it really sucks that she can't even acknowledge any bit of pain that her daughter has gone through. And I'm so disgusted by her. I've never liked this woman at all. I've always come for her, but now this is just something that is so ugly. It's almost beyond words. Okay. I can't. I really, really can't. Kiki says, the way Amber dismisses Leah's trauma and acts like she's in competition makes me sick. I completely agree. Tadisha also says, I am so sick of Amber. MTV and the cast coddle her too much. Why hasn't she been fired? And I agree. I really hope that Macy and Caitlin's eyes open up to this, because Cheyenne, she used to be running behind Amber as well. She was in the courtroom when Amber was facing the charges for the machete attack against Andrew, right? And so she went from that to now being like, oh no, this girl, like, she is not it. I'm going to stand by the child. And so I really do hope that that's a journey that Macy and Caitlin go down as well. Nancy says it's still trauma to see your mom doing stuff online too. Amber can't handle the truth. I completely agree. You guys have such good takes, by the way. Huckleberry says, Amber doesn't understand that her going in and out of Leah's life is giving Leah abandonment issues, to the point that Leah is afraid Christina may one day walk out. Right. And the fact that she's also calling the girl a full-blown liar, when it's not just Leah who has talked about how Amber went no contact for the past several months with her. Gary said it, Christina said it. They hadn't heard from her at all. So now for you to go on there knowing it's true, but to, in front of the world, call your own child a liar, your elementary school age child a liar, right? Or is it middle school? That's crazy. That's crazy, you guys. Absolutely crazy. And you know what? That's what I said too, Georgia. When that popped up, I said, thank God. Thank God. So sorry to Leah and James, but thank God that we are not Amber's children. The fact that she even had children in the first place, I don't understand. You do not like children, Amber. It's very, very apparent. And so you should just stop having them, please, for the sake of yourself and for the sake of the children as well. It's not okay. It really, really isn't. By the way, hello. Welcome to Francine. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Australia. What is it, like 4 a.m. over there? What time is it? Oh my God. Whenever I'm talking to people from Australia, I feel like I'm talking to people from like the future or something like that. So you guys, I will be doing a recap on the week's episode of Next Chapter. So stay tuned for that. And again, I really did appreciate Jade and Cheyenne going on the record on camera to say that the way that Amber treats Leah is unforgivable. It's not okay, because I think that that's something that Leah really needed to see on the show. Of course, Gary and Christina already mentioned it, but I think she needed that sort of validation from people outside of her family. And I'm happy that they put themselves on the line, because of course, Amber's a very angry person. And so I'm sure she probably was trying to send them these crazy texts or phone calls about mutilating them or something. Remember when she did that to Ashley over other issues, but they still went ahead and did that for the sake of Leah. And I love that. So shout out to them for that. And so Jaleesa says that Jade actually talked a little bit more about it on her live. That's something that I haven't seen, but if that's the case, then I am really, really, really happy to see that. I hope that they continue. In fact, if they're still doing the reunion and stuff, I would love for them to sit down there and tell her to her face. And I saw quite a few comments in here like, why is she still even on the show? It's true. Why is she on the show? She has no custody of her kids. She's not seeing her daughter. She's not seeing her son. So now what? Now what? What do we need her on the show for? The first and last time we saw her this season, she was like faking being pregnant by somebody in order to get out of filming. So you know what? Let her continue to fake that all the way over there and let everybody else kind of like move on. I do mention this pretty much every time I recap it, but it is true. I do hope that Gary and Christina do pull Leah from the show, because it is detrimental to her. She did in the last episode talk about how these videos circulating online and stuff are causing her problems. So at this point, leave it alone. I'm happy that they've stopped forcing her to see Amber, but I think that they need to take it a step further and to just pull her from the show in general as well, like, for her greater good. So yeah, wishing you well, Leah. Honestly, you can't choose your parents, and unfortunately some people do get the short stick, right? So yeah. We do have another teen mom story that I did want to go over with you guys. It's about Cheyenne Floyd. Speaking of Cheyenne, she went online to talk about wanting to get some tattoo removal, and she shared some stories about some tattoos gone wrong that I thought might be rather interesting to you guys. So go ahead, take a look. Again, like with the Amber thing, you guys were great about leaving all of your comments in the live chat. So make sure to continue doing that. I'll continue to put them up on screen. And if you're enjoying this episode of The Morning Report, please don't hesitate to go ahead and give it a like so YouTube knows you enjoy my morning report. Don't forget, we go live every single weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with the day's hottest stories. Now here's Cheyenne.
Let's have a story time about how I have not one, but 2 tattoos that I regret. The first, I was 18. I just left home, going to college all the way in Virginia, and I was stuck on Tumblr. Who remembers their Tumblr days? Well, I thought it was a good idea to get She Flies with Her Own Wings, because I just left home, so it made so much sense at the time. Now I hate it. It's right here on my arm. It shows in all of my pictures, and I got the words so tiny that they're now smudged together and you can barely see them. So I want to get it removed. I'm looking for a laser place that is good to get tattoo removal, so please help your girl out and drop suggestions below. Now the second tattoo. I was in college, freshman year, and we went to spring break. It was a great time, Puerto Rico. It was a vibe. Too much of a vibe. Imagine a restaurant, and in the back is a bar, and then the back of that is a tattoo parlor. So we ate, we drank, and then we got tattoos. Well, I blacked out at the middle part, the bar. I woke up the next day, and my bed was full of ink and blood, and the side of my body was in so much pain. I looked at the sheets, and it honestly looked like Lord of the Rings writing. I didn't know what I did. Well, I got a tattoo in Arabic. I don't speak Arabic. I didn't know what it said. when I got home, luckily my best friend's mom does speak Arabic, and I had to get my tattoo read. It says, Portal of the Sun. For what? Why? Why did I do that? And it's awful. It's risen out of my skin, it's thick, it's chunky, and it's just not meant to be. I'm not in love with it. It's a funny story, but I wish it was someone else's. Now, tattoo number 3. I did my first MTV show, Are You the One? I loved it. I had so much fun. We shot the show in Hawaii. All of our castmates, we felt like we were a big family. So what did we do? We went and got Ohana tattooed on us. Now, my Ohana has now merged and it looks like Obama. I love Obama. That's my guy. But I don't love him enough to get him tattooed on my arm. So, help your girl out. I need tattoo removal suggestions because I gotta get Obama, Portal of the Sun, and She Flies with Her Own Wings out of here.
So there you go, Cheyenne talking about the tattoos that she regrets. You know, I'm actually quite surprised that she would put so little thoughts into tattoos that she puts in such visible places, because especially the vertical one is the one that I always notice on her. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but I think this is why a lot of people are typically, or parents especially, are typically against their children getting tattoos so young, because your mind at 18 is different than your mind at 35 years old or something like that. So yeah, take your time, really understand. And if you really do want to get tatted young, maybe get it in more kind of like discreet places where if it's something that bothers you, it's not going to be, still also visible with everything that you wear everywhere that you go. So yeah, I did see a comment there. Jaleesa said it sounded like an ad. You know what I think it was? I think she's fishing, and this might also go with Allie's comment. I think that she is fishing for a place to sponsor her to get the tattoos removed for free. I don't know if you guys got the same vibes from it at all, but that's the vibe that I got there. By the way, good morning to you, Ramster. Nice to see you. And it's nice to see Cynthia and everybody else who is also joining us here for the morning report. Y'all, we got so much to discuss today. We're going to go over our usual hour, so don't you worry. I'm your Huckleberry says most tattoo parlors won't tattoo if you're visibly drunk. I'm surprised they would do it for her if she was blackout drunk. Yeah, that's something that really stuck out to me about that one tattoo she was talking about, because she really does not have any clue how she even got it on her body. I feel like if you're tipsy or a little drunk, like, you would still remember, especially for such a huge decision. So I would like to know what place that was that she got that done to, and it's not even like I would be going to LA anytime soon at all. But I would like to know, to just in case I happen to end up there and happen to want a tattoo, I don't end up there, because it feels very, very unethical. And she was super young and stuff. She probably reeked of alcohol. She was probably, how obnoxious, people can be when they're drunk and stuff, just so loud and stuff. I imagine that she was in that state. And so just going ahead and tattooing somebody in that state is just not cool. Right? The Ohana Obama thing, girl, God bless, God bless, God bless. Ramser says tattoos should have an 18-month waiting time. Ooh, that could be cool too, right? To give you a lot of time to really, really think, like, is this something that I really want? Although 18 months is kind of long. Houston says, I'm glad she's making younger kids aware that as you get older, tattoos change, and that you might regret. Right. Right. That's another thing, right? Because I have heard this quite a bit where people get those, because that's really trendy, especially right now, the little small words and stuff, especially in the typewriter font, like they smudge, they do smudge. I have a friend here, or had a friend here, and she had gotten like a smiley face on like her ring finger on the inside, and it smudged within like a month, and it's pretty much like halfway gone, if not completely gone by now. And I'm with you, Georgia. I can't do it. I can't commit. And I also think that my skin is too dark for tattoos. I do not love I don't know. I feel like it would just fade too much for me anyway. So no, can't be. You know what? I can't really. Right now, I think it's really, really trendy, and it's in line with the tattoo that I was telling you about right here, the little smiley faces. A lot of people are getting, especially girls, the young girls are getting these like little like pictures and stuff all over their hands and stuff. I think that those are things that they are going to go ahead and regret. Good luck. I hope they don't smudge and stuff, or that, you like them forever. But I think that those are going to be a little bit, it's kind of like the butterfly tattoo on like the lower back sort of a thing eventually. It really, really dates you Stephanie, she's looking for a plug. And April, I'm the same way. Honestly, I don't know what I could commit to. I can't, you guys. I can't. And I'm glad that so many of you guys are seeing it for what it is, right? It's somebody trying to get free tattoo removal. I cannot blame her. Listen, free is nice, right? But it is what it is, right? Kahara says, good morning, girl. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you too. And don't worry, we've got an extra long episode today, so we still got plenty of more to cover. Elle says, my dad was a cool dad and he told me at 14, yeah, that's fine, you can get one, but try and wait 1 year. So grateful. Can you tell us, Elle, what you were thinking of getting? Oh my God. For me, I only ever wanted like a tattoo in one place. It was just like here, like vertically on your wrist. But like I said, listen, I think my skin's too dark for tattoos. It just wouldn't look good on me personally.